Spencer Lazara, MMA interviews alongside Aljamain Sterling, one of the top bantamweights in the UFC, here for the MMA Awards. What brought you out? Are you up for any awards here tonight?
I don't think I'm up for any awards this year. I had a little bit of a rough patch, but we're going to get back on track soon. I'm actually here for the fights, here for the awards, and just to have a great time.
It's not always easy when you're fighting the top guys in the world every fight, and that's where you're at now. I mean, and how has that changed your mindset, being in against, the elites? Every single time you're going to step in there, it's going to be a top 10 guy.
It doesn't change my mindset at all. I'm actually still pretty positive and motivated to keep continuing to fight for the belt eventually one day. So it's good. It's all right to have a little setback here and there. I kind of grew up with adversity, so it's nothing I'm not familiar with, and I'm just going to be another page in the journey along the way.
Definitely. And what are your goals for 2017?
Well, it's to get back in the win column a couple of times. I want to fight more often. I'm aiming to fight at least 4 times this year. That would be ideal. We'll see what happens. I spoke to Sean and I spoke to Dana White about possibly jumping in at 45 as well. As long as the matchup makes sense, I get in there, man. I'm a pretty big guy for my weight class, and that's the ultimate goal. Just rack up some wins and gain some more experience in there.
We've seen Alex Caceres go up and do quite well. He won a few fights up there going up to 145, and I'd say you're definitely a stronger guy at that weight.
Yeah, I think I'm a pretty strong guy for my size. At least that's what people tell me. So I roll with sometimes 70, 85 pounders, and they all tell me the same thing. So I don't think it would be too far-fetched for me to go up there and be able to test my skill set against those guys.
Nothing set yet? Who would you want an opponent to be next?
I don't know. I'm in a weird spot. I can't really call anybody out like in the top 5 because it just wouldn't sound right. I don't know. So I'm just kind of at this point taking whoever they give me, and I told them I'll take on whoever they want at this point. I really don't care.
As soon as possible? As
soon as possible. I just want to get back in there. I mean, April 22nd in Nashville, Tennessee might be a great card to get back on with Ali Quinta, so we'll bring the rage.
Yeah, I mean, you're still doing your video blogs and keeping busy with that stuff with him?
I haven't in a while. My manager, I hope you're watching this, you lost my tripod, and I still haven't gotten one back yet to do my video blogs yet, but I'm going to get back on it, and still just keep it going. Just try to keep myself busy outside the octagon.
I think that's great stuff. I love seeing stuff like that from you, of course, shining with your personality. Talk about training and what you're trying to improve on specifically this year.
I think we're just going to keep building on what we've been working on the past few months. I think people can actually see that the last fight, I can't stand up and fight with anybody in the world if I want to. I just choose to take the fight to the ground. I think my mistake in that last fight was not taking my opponent to the ground when I know I could have. And I think that kind of hurt me, just kind of letting the media and critics kind of play too much into my mindset of what my actual game plan was going to be. So I just get back to the basics, get back to the roots, and start strangling people again, man. That's what got me here, and I'm going to have to go back to that. And that's where I'm the most dominant. The judges can't deny the guy who's on top and beating the guy up and going for a submission the entire time. So,
and we know it was a razor-thin fight. It's not like it was not a close fight. It was a very close fight.
Yeah, exactly. So I know where I'm at. I know I stack up well with these guys, and I'm right there. I'm right there on the cusp, and I know I just need a little bit more. I'm going to work on my timing with my striking a little bit more. There was a couple of times I could have countered that I didn't get to pull the trigger, or I was just a little bit too short or too slow on the reaction. So it's just constant building. Man, I'm still young in this game. I went pro 2011, So I've been a wrestler all my life, and I'm just kind of picking everything up as it comes.
Yeah, went straight to the top. Aljamain Sterling, thanks for the time. Spencer Lazara, thanks for watching MMA Interviews.